Hey everybody, and welcome back to our Le Havre AC save here on Football Manager 2017. As promised, we are back at the end of our first month in Ligue 1 against fellow Premotee Stade Bressois 29. Um, as you can see from the table here, we are sitting 11th, 6 points in 4 games. We've got 2 wins and 2 losses. Better start than I thought. Home is where the heart is, and that is where we dominate. We've spent a lot of time on TV, which is nice because it's certainly helping the old bank account out. Um, we opened the season at home against Angers SCO, 3-0. Way, way bigger welcome to League One than I thought we were going to muster. Um, we were actually really, really damn good at home. Alamami Gori started us off in the 38th minute, and then Gimbert put one in the 77th, and Adrian Hunu in his debut just put it way out of sight. And he is starting to remind me, for those who watched the White Tigers Rising in FM16, he is starting to show flashes of Simon Ray, who was our dynamite roaming playmaker towards the end of the series in the championship and as we got into the Premier League. We then went away and got the proper welcome to the league uh, that I expected. We we got trounced 4-1 on this one. Nice to see Brahim Konate, a new signing who we'd spent a few bucks on, get a goal and managed to get it up. It was reasonably competitive and tight. I didn't think we deserved 4-1, but okay, we deserved to. I thought we deserved to get a point out of it. Alamama Gori got injured in this one, which was disappointing. We then came back home against current, or at the time, league leaders Olympique Marseille, and managed to grind a 1-0 out. As you can see, they had somebody sent off, but it was after we had done the damage, and Zinedine Ferrat was the one who managed to put it in. Again, a really competitive match. I was surprised, but it gives me a lot of hope and confidence that home is where our heart is. We then went on the road to Guingamp, and unfortunately, we did not register a single shot on target in this one. We defended well, we just didn't do anything up front. Admittedly, we were rotating around a little bit in this one just because matches were coming a little quickly. So disappointing, but this one we are home against a team that we came up with that we should be beating. So this sort of back and forth deal in here. Hopefully this doesn't become a red light, green light here. But as you can see, interesting table so far. Teams you would expect to be at the top are at the top. Monaco, PSG, Lyon, Saint Etienne, all performing very well. Marseille has hit a little bit of a slide since we beat them, but I expect them to bounce back. Caen, Bastia, and Bordeaux, oddly enough, are sitting down in the basement. We're not far enough ahead, but the season is not old enough to really go out here and say, yeah, you know, this is something to bank on. So I'm kind of hoping we can hover in this position. This would make me feel pretty good if we could win at home and then start working on road wins. That would be great. As you can see, the financial situation of the club is strengthened a bit here. We sold a bunch of clauses that I didn't think were ever really going to manifest themselves in anything more interesting. So we managed to pull up another like $5 or $6 million out of that. And then the more interesting thing that we were able to do is we put or are in the process of putting $2.6 million and a year-long update into our youth facilities to take them from great to the next level. The board said, oh, I went in and talked to the board. The board says, oh, no. We'd prefer to sign for players to come in. We don't want to rely on the youth. I said, well, that doesn't seem like the right philosophy for this club. We really should be bringing youth players through our fantastic academy system. And they said, we think you're right. So $2.6 million later, next year we're going to pump up the academy system and the facilities. to the next level. So hopefully they get into the impressive range, which would be dynamite to be impressive all over the place. And maybe we find the next Paul Pogba or Riyad Mahrez or Dimitri Payet in there. But for now, I'm content with what we've got. We've got good showing. We've got a couple of guys that I think may start to make it in this season, next season, but we'll have to see. Looking at how things are going, I don't really care about the stats in the French Cup because that doesn't do us any good. So league, we've only played in the league. So goals, our goals are sort of coming from all over the place, which is okay. I'm good for diverse production. Again, assists in bunches of places. Romain Habron, who we got from PSG, justifying his place in the universe. Christian Bruhl's getting back on pace, and then Ferrat, and again, Ayasi, Chibake. Alexis Mane, another one, coming in, looking good. Gori and Honu are leading the way. Ayasi and also new signee Baptiste Allo coming in and showing that they are good for the investment. So we are back in today. Let's see. So we're going to go slightly different formation at home against the team we should beat. I want to try and start futzing around with this a little bit more in situations where I don't think we have to, build a brick wall. And I think this is an okay time to do it. We got some guys coming back out of injury. Jean Pasquale, he's still working his way back. Ayasi. Yeah, we can do this. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about how I want to approach this. Okay, I think we're going to try this, but I really do want to get this formation out there just to get it some live play. Really, it's the same basic structure that we've got. I just flip out of the defensive midfield into an attacking midfielder just to try something a little different and kind of push. This is something more that I'd like to get into more in the future as a regular tactic. So I want to try and see it live in, and it's hard to take risks. I mean, on some level, we have only a very small number of fixtures where we should be. Ooh, nicely played. Where we should be. Oh, Gori just can't finish in front of a wide open net, and that was a nice start. We only have a rare number of fixtures where we should be coming out as sort of the dominant, where we should be a dominant side. Although home seems to not matter when we play at home, which is okay, but I'll take those and grind those results. But I want to do a little exploring here, at least for a little while, with just getting some more of these things in there, getting that other role in there, just seeing how it plays and what it looks like. Because I don't really know what that role should be. I have it as a shadow striker right now, but I don't really know what I want that role to be in the future. So, part of me says it wants to be a fancier role, something more like a Trek or an Ngash that we can kind of pivot around. But I can't swear to it yet, and I don't really know. And if you follow and do listen to the Virtual Boot Room, the podcast that Paul, the Northman, and I do, I talk a whole bunch about sort of the tactical awakening. So this is the next step in it, is that I sort of took a deep look at a lot of the players that I've been recruiting, and so much of it is physical and physically based that I think I'm not sure that that's the right long-term answer, that we may need to go into a much more technical and technically based side and give up on some of the physicals and the physicality. So part of this is part of my exploration to understand what that next level of more technical football is. Unfortunately, to some degree or another, my exposure, my upbringing, how I learned to play the game, and all of that, um, was a very physical, counterattacking, speed and pace oriented um, deal, as opposed to a more fluid, passing, sort of technical based game. And you can argue if that, that's right or wrong. That's just the way that the youth systems in the U.S. work, and our sort of philosophy and belief in the game at this point. And Jesus, dude, how many times are you going to hit it into him? Um, so I'm trying to learn my way around that a little bit, and this is going to be um, the experiment that we do it in. So I'm going to change tactic at halftime, because this is not working. We're holding possession. We're just really getting countered on mercilessly here, which is going to certainly bite us in the ass at some point. That certainly looked like a good opportunity for that to be the time where it did bite us in the ass. F. Well, Nantes and Marseille are drawing. Come on. Hold out till halftime here. Come on. Just knock this away. Okay. Blow the whistle for halftime, and we can change things up. Okay, we can yell at them. And then we're going back to this tactic. I want Ayasi out here. Actually, I'm going to do this. We're going to bring Lacal out there. Farrat, you get off. And start the second half. Okay, well, we're gonna do a bunch of substituting here, and hopefully the situation improves some. Because while we didn't get scored on, we were certainly on the wrong side of the counters, and it'd be great if we could get our ass in gear here, because this is a 3-point game for us. I mean, this has to be a 3-point game. On some level, beating Marseille is just icing on the cake and free points that I'll take for the end of the season. But this is a game where, if I'm circling my calendar, this is one I'm circling that says, yeah, points are coming here. Admittedly, it's going to be a tough game, but you can hear me breathing like a truck, I'm sure. Right over the top. Oof. And he can't. Okay, let's see if we can't figure out what the hell is going on. What the hell is... We're getting intercepted a lot on the right side. So let's try this. I wonder if we do this. So I'm going to try and fake. I mean, they're coming at us on the counter, so maybe this is going to be the wrong move. Maybe it's not. I'm going to try and push the defensive line up and use the offside trap so they can stop pushing it over on us. Maybe we compress them a little bit. And okay, Mendy got aggressive there. Okay, let's go. Let's get up. That didn't work for shit. And there's the goal. Same thing from Guingamp. Crap. That's unfortunate. And just slots this away, as you'd expect. Damn it. We're just not doing well up front today. We're just not doing anything. We're not. To do some thinking on these narrow tactics, how we're gonna. I mean, we should be playing wide. Okay, we woke up a little bit, but we're just not doing anything of real value here. Okay, come on, rip that in there. Oh, well, that was it. So clearly, our base tactic is really what we want. Gory just playing like shit today, so we're gonna have to give him a hairdryer treatment after the game. Tell him thanks for nothing. Well, at least he got his head on it and redirected it on frame. Oh, this could be a long season. Damn it. Well, there we go. Le Havre, nil. Stade Brestois, 1. I am not happy. I am not pleased from you. You look like crap. Well, we're still in 11th. But the basement hasn't played yet, so. Well, disappointing across the board. Ooh, and now a fun little run. Let's see here. So, what are we going to get ourselves into? Nice. We're going on the road to Nice. That's going to suck. We're going home against Monaco. That's going to hurt. Perhaps Bordeaux is a set of points we didn't think we were going to get at the start of the season that maybe we'll get. Saint Etienne is going to suck. And we will be back against Nantes, which is most likely going to suck. Okay, well, that is it for this episode, guys. If you like it, please do remember to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. If you got anything you want to see, you want to talk about, do let me up. I'm always happy to talk about the save and what we got going on, and I will see you all in the next episode. So,